there's one common thread that you're going to find in all of their lives, and that thread is a vision board. And we just finished up the first month of the new year, and what I find is a lot of times people set these great New Year's resolutions, and 90% of people break them in the first month. That's something I read recently. So a lot of people don't hold to those resolutions that they make. What happens is, when you create a vision board, you have something that you can look at on a daily basis to help you be held accountable and stay on track for reaching your goals. So I'm going to talk with you a little bit about that today. So a personal vision board is a collage of pictures that are goals that you have that you want to focus on for the year. So some of the areas of your life that you want to include when you're looking for and creating a vision board, you might want to write these down if you're taking notes. You want to focus on your personal relationships. You want to focus on health and fitness, spirituality, financial, personal growth, and of course your business. So those are the different areas you want to focus on. So long gone are the days of cutting out magazine pictures. Anybody done that before in the past? And making on a poster board how to do your vision board, right? So most people do it electronically now. And so I use an app called Pick Collage, P-I-C-C-O-L-L-A-G-E. Some people use another app called Canva. Some people use just regular Microsoft Word. And so what I do is I go to Google Images and I download pictures to my iPad of pictures that represent whatever goals that I have for the year. And then I put those into my vision board based on those 6 areas that I shared with you. So on top of the pictures, you also want to think about some really strong, powerful, affirmational type words that would represent feelings that you want to experience for the year. So what are some examples of some affirmation words you might put on a vision board? Anybody?
Success.
Success. What else?
Debt-free.
Debt-free.
Happy.
Happy. Joyful. Powerful, right? I mean, whatever you want to put, but you want them to be really strong, motivational, affirmational words. Okay? So there are a couple of ways that you can use this collage once you create it. First of all, you want to put it several places where you can see it every day. So I have it on every device that I have, first of all, but I've also printed it and put it in several different places in my house. So I work from my house, and so it's in my office where I can see it. It's also printed and on my refrigerator, so my family can see it. It's also printed and on my bathroom wall, so I can see it. So it's everywhere, so I'm reminded of it. So we have a bar where we eat every day, and we face the refrigerator. And I have an almost 17-year-old daughter, and a couple years ago, we were sitting there eating breakfast, and she said to me, "Mom, hey, on your board up there, you've done this, and you've done this, and you've done this, and you've done this." And I sat there for a minute, and I thought, wow, what kind of powerful lesson am I teaching my child by creating a vision board, putting it up for her to see, and then for her to see me accomplishing those things? What kind of life skills am I teaching her? How am I impacting her for her life in a positive way? So I want you to think about where would be some places that you would put your vision board if you were to have one. Where would it be helpful to have it where you could see it every single day?
Bathroom mirror.
Bathroom mirror, yeah, because we spend time in the bathroom. Getting ready in the morning, getting ready at night, so it's a great place. That's why I put mine on my wall, because I'm standing there. I can look at it, right?
And my TV set.
And your TV set, okay. Because you're looking at TV, that's hilarious.
Right above it, right?
Right above it.
Right in front of it, yeah.
Yeah, right in front of
That way
it.
you can see the TV. And
Exactly, exactly. So I know all of you have heard of vision boards before, but there are a couple of mistakes that I find that people make when utilizing a vision board. So I'm going to tell you those mistakes. And I've found as I've trained people, I was just in Canada a couple weeks ago doing a leadership conference there, and they all said to me, "Oh, I've heard of vision boards and used them before, but I didn't know about these mistakes." So that's what I find a lot of times people don't know about. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. Okay, so first of all, one of the things that I find is people create this vision board. They put it on their device or something, or maybe they put it up and they just kind of pass by it or glance at it every day, but they don't do anything with it. Well, I'm going to teach you what to do with it, okay? So the way to correctly use that vision board is the act of actually envisioning yourself accomplishing those pictures on the board. So for example, a couple of years ago, one of my goals on my bucket list was to go to Greece. And I'd always wanted to go to Greece. So my vision board that year, I had pictures of the ruins in Athens on my vision board. And so every day, I would close my eyes and I would imagine myself walking in those ruins in Athens. I could see myself climbing the hill. I could see the sandals on our feet. I could feel the warmth of the sun on my skin. And guess what? By envisioning that for a year, it became a reality. So when we were in Athens, we were walking through the Acropolis, we're looking around, we're taking pictures, and I stop and I look down and I take a picture of our feet. My daughter looks up at me and very curiously says, "Mom, why are you taking a picture of our feet?" You know, because there's all these ruins and things that people take pictures of. And I looked at her with tears in my eyes. I said, "Because I have envisioned this for a year. And here we are, standing here, and my dream is now a reality." And so that was such a powerful moment for me. So when you are envisioning yourself accomplishing what you want to accomplish, you want to do it with all of your senses in mind. You want to think about, first of all, who's with you? How do they feel? What are they saying? How do you feel? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? What do you taste? It has to be that concrete to make it real and to help your brain imagine it. So when you add that visualization practice to your daily routine, you're going to naturally be more motivated to reach your goals. And you're going to start to notice that you are unexpectedly doing things that move you closer to your ideal life. So as a coach, I know the value of coaching and the growth it provides. So for myself, I went through some individual and group coaching this past year. And one of the things that I learned from that is the difference between outcome and process goals. This is the second mistake that most people make with vision boards. Most people, when they create a vision board, they put all outcome goals on their vision board, which is the end result, the thing that you want to accomplish. Maybe it's going on a vacation or buying a new car, something like that. And they'll create that vision board solely based on those outcome goals. So what happens is most people focus on the outcome, that end goal, and they don't enjoy the ride along the way. And then expectations sneak in, and we get frustrated because maybe we haven't met the goal exactly as we thought we would, or maybe you've had the experience where you've reached a goal and it just wasn't as exciting as you thought it was going to be. There's kind of this letdown at the end. So anybody had those experiences one way or the other? Some of you have, I know. So the journey is the work that we put in to reach the goal, living in the moment. And the goal is actually who we become in the process of working toward that goal. So you want to visualize the process as well as the outcome. So when you're working on your vision board, a good rule of thumb is to have about 50% outcome goals and 50% process goals. So we talked about some outcome goals already. Maybe it's a picture of a vacation destination or a new car that you want or something like that. But what about a process goal? A process goal is the little steps along the way to get the end result. So a process goal picture might be something like, let's say you want to meet new customers or new clients. So your picture on it might be a phone where you're making so many prospecting calls. Or maybe your picture might be you and another person, or a picture that represents people sitting in a coffee shop, meeting one-on-one, right? And you're talking about your business and hopefully how you can help serve each other. So that's the difference between the process and the end goals. Does that make sense? Everybody follow me on that? So to wrap up, Author Jack Canfield says, he's a chicken soup for the soul guy, if you remember him. Your brain will work tirelessly to achieve the statements you give your subconscious mind. And when those statements are the affirmations, like those words we talked about, and the images, the pictures of your goals, then you're destined to achieve them. So, look at your vision board daily and feel the inspiration that it provides. Look at it in the morning when you get up. Look at it at night before you go to bed, so your subconscious is working on it while you're sleeping. But see yourself living there and believe it's already yours. Thanks.